Wow, it is pretty damn early. When I say early, it's 20 past 8. I've got to head to B&Q. Today we're going to be fitting side windows in the van. I've already done the rears, which I'll show you guys after, and I'll talk you through the process of that. I'm going to nip to B&Q, get some proper goggles. The other ones I bought, they were shite. Right, well, I'm back from B&Q now. Edge and strip for down there, chrome purchased, and also just for down here on the sliding door when you open it. Probably not going to get that fitted just yet until we got lino down, and then it can all go down as one. But made a start already. So, offside window going in. There are various ways of doing it. A lot of people, what they probably will do is follow the contour of this lip here. So if you see this lip all around here on the inside, you drill on the outer part, as you can see how I've just done there. So you follow it. This is the process that I'm doing. I'm going to follow this lip all along to the other side, and then what that's going to do, it's going to give me a pattern on the outside where I'm going to use my jigsaw, and then the jigsaw I can use to cut that hole out. Another process some other people do is they measure the window, just so they're cutting out probably around here and leaving all of this. But I find this process a lot easier. It's a lot easier to understand. And also, I'm going to have quite a bit of window showing down the bottom here, but that's not going to bother me because I'm putting just like a shelf in here, so there'll be some battens on the on this part down here, and it'll hold a shelf up here, and then we're going to box it off. So without further ado, let's get these holes drilled. I mean, it is only 20 to 9 in the morning, so I've got to be a little bit respectful of neighbours. So from that, I'm going to get the holes drilled, leave the grinding, or leave the cutting to about 9:30. I think that's pretty much an acceptable time. And crack on. Right, so I'll give you guys just a quick look then at the template that it's given me, and then I'll show you what it looks like from the outside. So as I mentioned earlier, the inner lip, you're going just beyond that and drilling into the outer all the way around. And when you've done that, you'll end up with something like this. So there you go, you'll be able to see all the drill marks going all the way around here. That is your template now. Granted, it doesn't leave much at the bottom, and granted, it doesn't leave much at the top. But that's one way that you've got to do it, guys. And that pretty much gives you the area of where you've got to cut out. So you can see all this, the light penetration coming through. So when it's time, I'm going to be cutting that bad boy out. And because I'm going to be using the jigsaw, I'm going to make sure I put this masking tape just all around and down here to stop the jigsaw from scratching any part of the bodywork. Cover it all the way around so you get your edges. And it also does then give you a bit of a template as well of where to go, where your blade's got to stay. Let's get it done, and I'll show you. So there you go then, folks, just to give you an idea, that's how you masking tape it up. So literally right on the edge of where you've drilled the holes, that's where you should be masking taping up, just so you are protecting the bodywork as well. I just want to show you these. Check them out. So they are the sliding windows. I fitted them on Tuesday evening, I think it was. So yeah, it was pretty much the same process as what I've just showed you with the side window there. On the edge in here, just behind this beading, there is a lip, and you just keep drilling your holes all around the outside, and you can see these windows are a nice flush fit pretty much. And the best thing, we've already had a bloody good downpour here in Shropshire, and there's no leaks. So I will definitely take that. But in the end, we opted for the sliding windows, sliding back door windows, and just to give you an idea of what it looks like. So yeah, exactly the same process of what we're doing to the side window there, you do with the rears. And yeah, it was the same with the top and the bottom. It doesn't leave much gap, but there's enough gap there to get some silicone on. And that is probably the way a lot of people, or most people, do it. Let's do this. So that's where we've got up to, folks. So it's actually come out pretty darn good, to be honest. It's all level. Even going up here as well, you can see that it does sandwich together well. It's all level. Even up there, there's no bits protruding past. Right, so normal formality. Get a file, get all the bird edges off, the sharp edges, and then treat it with some Hammerite or any type of rust protection paint. Let's do that then. Next step of getting this offside window fitted. I always got told as well, I think the guy's name was Dino, he said whenever you're doing stuff like this, he said if you have your tongue out it makes you look quite professional. So if you're watching, Dino, we'll give it a go, mate. That look good. Right, so now the Hammerite's on. Just going to give that about 20 minutes curing time just to let it go off. And then it's going to be rubber seal time. Right, so we've managed to get the trim on now. The trim's gone on absolutely perfect, apart from the top here. It's just bulged. I think I'm just being a bit fussy, but it's bulged just a bit slightly, and that's because there's a ridge just in here. But that's still in, it's happy in its little place. All the way along. I'm happy with that. So I've just cleaned all up with so I've just cleaned all the panel up with brake and clutch cleaner, and I think the next step now it's nice and clean, is to get the primer on, let that set, and then it's the glue time. It's getting us that little bit closer. So there we go, folks, window is in. Sorry I didn't film the initial installation of the window. It just started to bloody rain a little bit, it did. And just so you know, I'm not lying. You can see a bit of a pitter patter on the windscreen, but it's in. I'm chuffed with that. It did, initially when we pressed it down, it did drop slightly on the back here, but we managed to just slide it and lift it back up a little bit. And we've held it there for a good couple of minutes, and whilst Jess held it, I've taped it up. So yeah, I am chuffed with that. I will show you the other side on the sliding door, but I'm not going to show you the initial process because it is pretty much exactly the same as this, but I'll probably just time-lapse a lot of it for you. So on the sliding door now, you can see that I've done my template round here, so all the holes are pretty much bang on with this bit of inner skin here. I've done it all the way round. And to be honest, the inner skin here is a bit more longer than what it is on the other side. So what I mean by that, you can see how our trim really does butt up to the edge of this C-pillar here. But there's more on it, so it means the trim is going to go on better. So this is what we've got from the outside and how it's going to start to look. So you can see down the bottom here, it is still a bit of a thin piece. But again, that's just how it is. Up the top we've got a bit more clearance anyway, and obviously down the sides it's going to be absolutely fine. Time for me to crack on, get it marked up, get it taped up, and then get cutting. So the other side now then, we have cut, sealed, primered, and we're just waiting for the last little bit of primer to set now. So it says about 10 minutes curing time, so by the time we've done that, I'm going to go and get a drink, and then yeah, I'll probably film putting the window in. Nerve-wracking times though. You're going level with the sliding door, yeah? Lift it right up to the top. Afternoon glampers! What a friggin' afternoon it is! Look at it out here. You could probably hear it on the roof, but quick update. This has been going on for about 40 minutes now. No leaks. No leaks. We have no leaks. And we have no leaks. Only just a bit round the pillar here, but that's from where I've opened the door to get in. But I'm chuffed with that. I am absolutely loving this van build at the moment. And if you guys are enjoying it too, make sure to hit that like button for me. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please consider hitting the subscribe button. On that bombshell, I'll see you guys. Here we go again. What do I say? On another? No. I'll just see you in the next video. Go steady.